I have to say, I didn't know I was doing this until Matt rang me and said, "Where are you?" So, thanks, Matt.
Someone else wouldn't have bothered.
No, I wouldn't have had to do it then, would I? So, I'm going to bring the tone down a little bit. I realised quite a while ago actually that you never see anyone moon out the back of a bus anymore.
It can be arranged.
Please. So I decided to write a poem called It's the End of the Moon as We Know It. Where did all the mooners go? The kids on the coach, sipping hooch and idly bearing bum. School trips a non-starter without pressing a farter up against glass. Steamy window smears, driving down the motorway, goggle-eyed, multiple sneers. Middle lane hugger, moving over for no one. Flash of a crack, always the seats at the back. Parkers and farters, ciggy smokers and jokers, clown-faced pranksters. Master Benson and Mr. Hedges. Asked at a window like a hungry child. Please, sir, can I show some more? Last turkey twizzler in the shop. Sir's not looking, give the keks a drop. Coach trips, football match kits, fellas with lager tits. Always Daves, Steves or Micks. The art of mooning has died. It's ceased to exist. Disappeared like Betamax and floppy disks. An ex-hobby, a pastime. There will be a day, a date, it may already have elapsed, that the last mooning occurred. An event unflagged, dodo-esque, unremarkable, drifted silently away in the annals of time. Like a fart on a bus lost in space, the humble moon eclipsed by a digital dawn. Bus windows replaced by camera phones. Gender-specific progression. Dick pics. Snapchat, the darker side of the moon. Sad times. The moon went west, the same way as Tiswalls and White Dog mess. It's a shame. The bare-arsed cheek of it. Is it criminality? A traffic violation? Speed cameras flashing the flashes? A notice of intended prosecution for mooning? Was this your bum on the A33? Yes, my lord, guilty. 'Twas me. Probably haven't got 15 minutes worth, but right. I used to work in a nursing home, but lots of nursing homes. I wasn't sacked, I just moved around a lot. And what used to happen at these nursing homes was when someone died, they'd bring the flowers from the funeral into the nursing home for us all to enjoy. Which I always thought was a bit weird and a bit macabre. So I did a poem called The Funeral Flowers. The funeral flowers returned to the nursing home, handed back via the dispatch as a floral tribute. Table setting with sinister vibes, spreading feelings over the gathered sides. Particularly if the tribute hadn't been rearranged or redesigned. Still spelling Grandad. A space in the dining room with a massive grey hole, the table flowers filling the air, masking braised meat, boiled bacon, and the sweet smell of deeds undertaken. Eating in silence, staring at the funeral flowers, set as a centrepiece, a reminder of time running out. Scything through cauliflower and gumming dessert, till someone pipes up, who's next? My money's on Bert. Right. This is not from this time of year. This is one that Matt put up on a radio station without asking me, and it's about a particular time of year. I'm going to say, well, it's in early spring, when the weather gets a bit warmer, and there's a certain type of man that thinks that it's all right, and it is, I don't know, who's to judge, where they can just take the top off and start parading about, like, So, this is one I wrote called Bare-Chested Man About Tesco. Bare-chested man about Tesco. Around late March to early April, he'll emerge, bleary-eyed like a newly birthed mole. He's ready to give us an eyeful. Breathe in this ozone, Daddy, it's good for the soul. The thermometer gauge is barely touching 12 degrees. But he knows what women want. He knows it's a sight that's bound to bring us to our knees. The bare-chested man about Tesco. You'll have seen him before. He's from that house with the sofa outside. He grabs life and himself by the balls. Takes it all in his stride. The sun is his energy. His chest, his personal solar panel, his inbuilt power supply, elevating to superhero. Bare-chested man about Tesco. 6-pack of Stella and a pasty, let's go. He lives on a street that ushers in spring by washing their Union Jacks. Here we go, lads, lads, lads. The smell of barbecue paraffin fills the cul-de-sacs. Tattoo of his team on his calf. The name on his arm of his kids and his other halves. I'm actually quite a fan of this man. It's good to know that this confidence still exists, you know, in case there's a war or something. As he struts about, knowing that all and sundry just can't resist the bare-chested man about Tesco.
8 minutes, if you're looking at it, sorry.
It's fine. I'm all right, I think. Right, so, different one about Morecambe. Rosemary did a lovely one about the fishermen. This is one about the kebab shops on Pedestry. I was at work and I noticed a fight kicking off. Different kind of fight. Right, so this is late night fight at the kebab shop. Late night fight at the kebab shop, and it is proper kicking off. They're ripping the place apart. The customers are reeling. Someone should stop them. There's chilli sauce on the ceiling. White shirts and steely grey eyes. The bouncers have stepped aside. This brawling mass isn't the usual customer, not your typical peckish criminal. Chips, kebabs, scratchings, sausage. The brawl is growing. It's absolutely massive. It's a Saturday night Gulls night out. Throwing hooks and flapping right hooks. Nobody steps in. Nobody calls 999. Nobody gets in between. Doner meat flying, unfurled like a prize-winning toenail. Spirals up in the air. Another one attacks from up there. It's a skyward dogfight, but these ones aren't leathered. They're beefed up, chipped up, high as kites. These ones are feathered. Drop a kebab in a seaside town and be afraid. They'll take the lot and fight for every drop. You were warned, there were signs in the eatery. You can't say, how did we know? They've taken flight with all their might, with everything, including your jalapeno. And as Beyonce sang, who runs the world? Goals! Very last one. Should have got in touch with Anne and got this printed out. So, I don't know if this might split the room. The much loved and much cherished Radio 1 and Radio 2 DJ Steve Wright, that died a couple of years ago, seemed to be loved by everybody. Decided I'd write a poem about Steve Wright. I've always hated Steve Wright. I found the man particularly grating, with his singing along to the song, his pitch always wrong. I never understood his high rating. But he's dead now. Good.
Ladies and gentlemen!
£1,000 award! Right, guys, finish.